This is on tilt trading. Let's go through my pre-market analysis. Right now we're about 45 minutes away from what would be the open of the U.S. market, or New York time market here. I'm looking at Polkadot today. I already took a position in Polkadot. First, let's put my charts into perspective. Up here, this is a candlestick area. This is a volume profile, these gray vertical bars. This is a slow stochastic indicator. This is the MACD indicator. These purple lines that you see here, these are Camarilla pivots. This is Camarilla pivot S3. This is Camarilla pivot S4. And this blue line that you're seeing here, this is the 200 exponential moving average. This is the 15-minute chart. This is the 4-hour chart. This is the daily. Actually, this should be the weekly chart. But I pull my levels off the daily chart that I actually trade with for intraday, and then but I neglected to change it back, so this is the weekly here. So I trade off the weekly, the 4-hour, and the 15-minute. Use the weekly for bias, the 4-hour for structure, market structure, and 15-minute for entries. So I'll walk you through what I'm seeing here on Polkadot here. First thing I look at is the 200 EMA on all three time frames. I want to see correlation or symmetry. So we have price action here trading below the 200 EMA, here trading below the 200 EMA, and here trading below the 200 EMA. So this is what I want to see, whether or not price action is all above the 200 EMA or all below. I want to see price action all on the same side of the EMA, and then that's going to be my trade side of the EMA. So then I want to go and break down bias top down. So from the weekly, my bias is short. Then from the 4-hour, I want to focus on structure. So I'll walk you through what I'm seeing here on the 4-hour structurally. So what I'm seeing here is here on this sell-off from the 200 EMA, structure was, or there's been a change of character. This would have been a strong low, and then making this high right here. Polkadot failed to break structure of this high and has been selling off since then. This strong low right here was broken, and this would initiate a change of character, and now Polkadot is potentially a short, and then the next strong low would be here, but it has already been broken as well. We'll come over. Actually, we'll mark these strong lows here that have been broken, or that have shown a change of character. So this was a strong low. So this was a strong low that there's been a change of character. This was the next strong low here, and it's been broken, so there's been a change of character there. And now we're headed towards this strong low down here, right here. So this would be the next potential target for a short trade. Let's walk in and we'll check the low here. So the low here is 3819. So this is the low of this candle, of this strong low of the last break of structure in this area. So this is near where the target is for this particular short trade that I entered here. And now we'll go up to the 15 and we'll talk about my entry. So this trade idea is, so this is Camarilla pivot S3. This is Camarilla pivot S4. This trade idea is an S4 to an S6. Or potentially an S8 or S10. I've been playing with the levels a little bit, and I may choose a target somewhere in between S6 and S8, depending on what I see price action wise. Right now I have a price target just below S6. For this entry, I took the entry early. I'll tell you why, but this was in anticipation of a breakout of price action selling below this S4 level. So I took the trade back here on this pullback candle. I actually took an entry, but it was lower on this candle. I stopped out, and I'll show my trading history here in a bit, but I stopped out and then took another entry here pretty much right at the top of this candle and set my stop back here, and I'll show you that now where my stop is, and then I'll go to the 4 hour to show you my target. So you can see my stop is right here above this candle here. So you can see this green line. You see the stop loss right here. You'll see a green line right here. This is where my stop is, just above. Actually, it's these two candles right here form some type of double top here on the 15 at 4173. And here again at 4173. This candle is 4169, so it's a little lower than these two. But seeing this level here, to me this looks like a level that a seller may be behind. Also having this S3 level right here in the purple. So what I like to do when I take entries preferably is to have some resistance behind me. For example, I had taken a look at a few other currency pairs this morning, and noticed that it was the pullbacks were in the middle of this zone in between S3 and S4. This to me is a danger zone, or some people may call it a kill zone, or many different things people will call this area, just because it's not necessary, or it can be a trade area. For an S3, you can take longs from here. I'm not looking for longs today in this currency pair, but I don't like taking entries without any kind of resistance, any potential resistance level to use as a stop. So with this S3 level right here, using it as a stop in correlation with this double top type pattern that's here. To me, this would be indicative of there's a potential seller here, or if there's a major player that is selling Polkadot, they're going to position themselves behind this level. Any major players going to position themselves behind this level and work from there. So on this pullback candle, I had pretty good risk to reward, around about a 4-to-1 or so from this level. So I went ahead and took the entry in anticipation of the breakout of this S4 level. We can see here, 2 candles later, we get the price action to trade below this S4 level. And now there's been some pullback, and you can see some doji, some really thin candles or some indecision type candles forming in this area. And this is what I was seeing on, I believe it was Cardano and Algorand this morning, where they would price action would sell below the S4 level, and then they would pull back and be in this range in between S3 and S4 without really being able to find any support except for, or any resistance to back up the trade, except for like a candle like this on where I entered here. I don't like to take positions, let's say here or here or here, with just having this price level of this random candle in the middle of a danger zone here. So I took the position because Polkadot was setting up third out of, I think Algorand had set up and had traded off below the S4 level, then Cardano, and then Polkadot was coming up next and just in the middle of the range here. So I went on and took this position in anticipation with the best possible stop here. So that was my idea for entering the position at the location that I did. Preferably I would like things to set up and be more concrete, but I would want to at least have the support of a pivot or this 200 EMA in order to feel comfortable taking a position. It doesn't mean it's going to work out. I just know that I have support for my trade if I can get a firm level to accompany the stop and the entry if at all possible. But taking an entry mid-level with my stop above the level, I much prefer, as opposed to taking an entry, let's say lower in the range with the stop in the middle of the range. To me, that sounds like a recipe to get stopped out pretty easily. And down here on the 4 hour, if you come down here on the 4 hour, I'll give you a look at where my target is here. So my target's down here, and you can see it's near where this is the previous or the next available strong low. I believe that will be tested structurally, and I put my stop just above the low of this candle here, and this is the candle right here, and this green line covers my stop loss right here. And as you can see, we're in the middle of some pullback right now. So I'm a lot more comfortable taking an entry up here, sitting through this pullback, as opposed to this candle. This candle gave me a 4-to-1 right here. This candle right here gave me a 4-to-1, but I would still be sitting in this position, and I would be negative right now because this candle has pulled back further than this candle here. So I would be sitting in a pretty uncomfortable position. Price action is going, probably has pulled back about 50% from this low here. So I'm very pleased that I took a position here right now, even though it seemed a bit sketchy at the time. Just having that support of the stop loss made it worthwhile, and we'll see if it can potentially hold up here. I'll give you a look at the position on my positions window here. So this is these are all the numbers, and then we'll go into my trading history. And you can see for today, first entry here at 506, and the price was 410 or 4101. At 511 here, I took the other position, same size, but slightly better price here, and then 511 in the same minute. Immediately I sold this first position here at this price, and then took a loss of about $4.50 here. So my personal rule for let's say that situation, if I enter a position and I see an opportunity to get a better entry, I will take the better entry and then I will exit the other position. Sometimes I found myself exiting a position just to try to re-enter a position and then wind up in an even worse or less desirable price. So now I put the new position on, and then I will immediately take the old position off. So that's what happened in that scenario. But this is my pre-market analysis here, and this is my trade on Polkadot, and this is On Tilt Trading. We'll see you next time.